We all got that one dream in life. That dream when you wake up every day surrounded by everything you've ever wanted since you were a child. That dream where you buy whatever you want, fly wherever you want, and try everything once. It's all there, locked away in the farthest corners of the mind. And every day you think about it is another day that it feels unattainable. But what is attainable? Attainable is what we can believe in, what we know we can achieve and usually fall short of what we think we can do. You see, most of us never want to be the first ones in the water, because the water's cold. But it's the fear of nobody following us in as what holds us back. You see, we'd rather go with the flow. So we hop in the boat and float down the ocean with a billion other souls forever forgetting the map. But every ocean has a coast, and every coast meets a river, and then we lose a couple people because their boat's a little bigger. I can tell you the river's the devil, and it's been known to turn the biggest boulders down into pebbles, swallows them like a sponge. Because the baddest one of the bunch can only take so much punches, with enough hits to the face everybody will plunge, it's only a matter of time. Because every river inevitably climbs. And as you ascend, the water wears weak and you take to your feet because the road's now a creek, gasping for air because the air was extinct. Free for all. Bullshit, we ain't free at all. And we grasp onto the falsification that this is normal. Going with the flow never got anyone anywhere. It got everybody there, and anybody who had the audacity to swim a different route got somewhere. You see, I always liked the idea of somewhere, because somewhere to me is unknown. I never went to college or university because I never wanted anyone to decide what I would become. I never took the plunge into the water. As soon as my toes touched, I knew it would never be for me. You see, I needed to blaze the trail in order to feel significant, because I know what happens when you fill a balloon with too much hot air. And if everybody around me was going into the same dark room as I knew that it was guaranteed some of us would fall asleep. I never turned my light off, and as a human being, I know that we all crave the next best thing. We must not be so daft as to dismiss the need for things to renovate. Because victory is never achieved by the ones who remain unchanged. Unchained is the path that I chose because too many fallen comrades had already piled up at my front door and I was no longer going to be afraid of the fear of skipped permission. I skipped class and listened to myself for once. I was tired of the involuntary instructions I was insisted on by my instructor, so instead I wrote the lesson plan. I took hold of my own education and invested in myself. I would not be like the countless others who ran through the doors of post-secondary without a clue in the world if I even chose to be there. Because I've dealt with the pressure to attend, we all did, and many of us chose to give in to the gravity of uniformity. They informed me of what would happen should I choose not to appear. Pumping gas for the rest of my life and incessantly gazing back into the rearview mirror. Fuck that, smashed to pieces. I'll look back at my life when I'm relaxing on beaches. I'm practically Jesus, brought myself back from the dead and I'm preaching. Stop. Pardon my ego. I'm still in the process of containing it. I know that my self-image is significant, but an ego always brings regrets. We've all said goodbye to something that was important to us because we were too bold to admit our corruptions. What does the ego hold against your entire future? Do not be sightless to the fact that there are other ways to reach success. Can you say success 10 times fast? Now you know success is not one to be repeated. And if we all do the same thing, then who do we expect to become a leader?